Yeah,
correct?
something. Yeah. I mean, I can't give exact. I don't remember whatever I told you then was correct.
Yeah. But yeah, it was.
Oh, it was quite a distance.
Yeah. And do you think you could probably find the general area?
Oh, I know where it's at.
Yeah. I mean, I would be curious. Like there is someone that's a friend of the show in Peru, and they've told me that they would like to go to that site if they had the coordinates to actually, and they would take the time and the energy to get there. Now, I don't know if this is passable. You said it was a Hummer. You had to go there in a Humvee.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know what type of road you went on, or do you remember any of that?
Yeah. Just let me, why don't we do another show on that and I'll go into it. How's that? So I can like put all my thoughts together and have some cogent.
Yeah.
Okay. I would advise your friend not to do that.
Yeah, well, the issue though is that area we were in at that time was a war zone, so I wouldn't want to be just haphazardly walking around a war zone for many reasons.
Yeah, well, I know these installations, at least the one that I went to, there's security measures. I mean, it's top of the line stuff.
This is out in the bush, but just generally, these areas are, I don't know if they're safe really to go to now. I don't know the situation there, the geopolitical situation currently here contemporarily in Peru. I have no idea. I don't keep up with it. I'm sorry.
So Michael, I remember listening to you. I watched that when you first came out with this, and you just have a thought. You don't know for sure, but you have a thought that this could possibly be some type of back engineered type of situation.
I know it is, and these insiders I've been working with, they had told me flat out that because they're doing the crash retrievals personally, that's what they do, and they retrieve their own stuff to test because they do weapon testing against their own stuff, but they also use it against an NHI. This particular installation I went to, they usually target and shoot down 2 to 3 ET craft a year. And most of the time they're also doing rack testing of other various systems. But from what they had provided to me personally was that a lot of the craft that they actually have that they back engineered or reverse engineered is almost super identical to NHI, to where they're having a hard time telling the difference now. How they move, how they function, they can cloak, they can pretty much replicate and do what NHI craft can do. They've gotten that far.
And how could this, do you think that this could be held secret if this is the case? I mean, it just seems like someone somewhere would leak this out.
Well, that's what I'm doing, and that's what they're using me to do this with. So, it's a very well kept secret because everything's very isolated. This organization, they have their hands in everything. They are plugged into the government. They're plugged in the military. They're plugged in the financial system. They are like a secret society. They're in local law enforcement agencies. They're in federal law enforcement agencies. They're everywhere. They've got their people positioned, so if something like this was to get out, they know how to get people to scrub it. They know how to get people to murder, intimidate, maim, harass, you name it. They're experts at this. This organization came into existence in 1947 when the president signed the National Security Act. And the purpose of it was to keep Big Blue, which is government, to keep going for the conventional side of things, to basically advance their steps towards, obviously warfare on the conventional side. This group was created more in the lieu of being so covert and secret, but also developing and coordinating with this issue as far as non-human intelligence is concerned. That's their whole point. And it was certain Air Force higher ups that created this. So that's where this came into effect, and this is why this has been. So when the National Security Act, it also allowed these private companies to act without the government's behalf and basically be able to supersede law enforcement officials and even government officials where they don't have to answer it. So this was all deliberately done.
Yeah. And, it's funny, I was talking to Jonathan today that I found an old interview I did 2017 with the ex-CIA that actually went to prison basically because he was a whistleblower on torture. But listening to that, there's so many things that seem so corrupt. I have to say, in our government and all these hidden things. And, he's openly talking about it. He knows, people are surveilling him still. And, but it's really scary. I mean, it feels like we really don't have any control when it's this type of thing.
That we don't. And the issue is I've seen people kind of ask, well, what happens if they take over? No, they already taken over. This is why we're in this predicament to begin with. These guys are also helping with the corruption of politicians. They understand that people have a price and they can pay that price, and they will give them whatever money it is to either help further their agenda, put them on their side so they can get funding through the government, through taxpayer dollars, through these programs that they can siphon illegally from the black budget. Like, they've got this whole system in place and they're experts at it. And this is what they do for a living. I mean, they have no oversight. They're above the law and they can do whatever they want.
Just real quick, there's that other super chat there.
Oh, this one right here. Yes.
Do you know him?
Wait a minute. I'll bring it up. Yeah. Do you happen to know who this person is?
No, I don't. Who is this? Do you know them? I mean, have they been on here before?
Oh, no. I just thought this was a question for you. So
I don't remember him.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
Yeah. So also just let the listener know, I also have information on the program that Jonathan was in. Operation Laser Strike started in 1996. It was basically to stop the drug running at that time, right? And
Right, counter narcotics operation. If that guy, if he can send you an email, just forward it to me.
Yeah,
and
all right.
I'll talk to him if he wants to talk to me.
Oh, this other person, yes.
Well, this guy, he's got 2 super chats, didn't he? That one, and there was another one. I think it was the same.
Oh, yes, you're
same
right.
individual.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. So this person, if you want to.
Yeah, he's in Charlotte, so he's about 2 hours away south of us.
Yeah.
Just tell him to if he's listening now, I guess if he can send you an email, just forward it to me.
Yeah.
Forward his my email address, and I'll talk to him.
All right, Michael. The question looks like it's for you. Are you arrow indication they are located in the program? Do you understand any of this? Does the R&D for the craft involved in this event?
So I understand that there's a lot of aerospace companies that are responsible for developing certain reverse engineer programs within the legacy program as well, which is what this whole thing is called, right? So there's some theories. Obviously, there's things I can't talk about regarding this issue just because I'm not being given clearance to do that from these individuals because their safety. If it comes out, a lot of people are going to pinpoint who's told me what, and that's kind of the hard part that I'm in.
I understand.
But yeah, Arrow has had numerous people come forward talking about the reverse engineered aspect, and that's honestly what they don't want people to know about, because then it has to explain to humanity why we're still running off of gasoline engines, why we're still having to pay utilities, why we still have illnesses and cancers, which this technology can eradicate all of that, which would put an end to the pharmaceutical company. It would put an end to the oil, gas, coal, electric tycoons. They would go bankrupt overnight. And those are some of the people that are pulling the strings for a lot of this corruption that's going on, because they have endless amounts of money. I mean, the industry itself, I think, is roughly $700 trillion is what it's worth. So when you have people who own those assets, they can do whatever they want. Everybody's got a price, and that's how they see it.
I've always thought that if someone came along and had some type of, thing that would change the whole energy section, that it would be so hard to get out, because of the power and the money that's behind all the fossil fuel companies. And
that's why those people are murdered. I mean, they're flat out murdered. They're sequestered. They're basically have this technology seized, with whether they keep it up with, or some people actually go for more the enticing offer of pocketing several $1 million. And all this company does is, or whoever this is, just takes that product and black shelves it and doesn't put it out for public use, so they buy it from the person and basically lock it up. I mean, greed and corruption are really the reason why this is going on.
Yeah, the paintbrush companies held the roller like that. Do you know that? The paint roller? Yeah, the paintbrush companies bought that idea and shelved it for a dozen years before it came out. So it's been going. What I'm getting at, it's been going on forever.
My concept of the control in terms of power, right? In the sense of energy distribution, right? This would the Western and just in the Western world, just generally, the oligarchy here, they're Malthusian, okay? Club of Rome, you know, the Trilateral Commission, all of it, right? The infrastructure of thought, of philosophical thought of the Western oligarchy is, extreme Malthusianism, Green New Deal, all of this, right? Shut off energy, curve human population, and all of this. This is, von Leibniz talked about free fire or cheap energy, that you would need cheap energy so to grow the human population. And we used to have a space program where we were going to go, to the moon, obviously, but to Mars and beyond. And that's what you could focus on and get the world behind, and just give up this what the ruling class calls fossil fuels. Some of it is, some of it isn't. I think a lot of oil is abiotic, but they just want to keep us in this block universe, right? That if one person prospers, you've taken away from others. And this is not my philosophical view of objective reality. And I think we should be getting off of oil and all this as well. I mean, no one likes pollution. I just think, again, I think that at least from my perspective, the center of the anti-liberty conspiracy would be to keep people poor and to deny advanced technologies to maintain oligarchical domination of the Western world outside of the Chinese and the Russian space.
I'm sorry, I gotta jump back on track here
Sure.
for just a minute. Michael, I just gotta ask Jonathan something offline here. So I'm gonna mute us. But someone had a question here for you to talk about the underground situation that you witnessed. Are you able to talk about that?
All I can say is, based on that, yes, these installations for the most part are subterranean, and they go down several several levels. I can't give specifics, but they are real. Deep underground military bases are a real thing. It's the most common practice for all this technology because they have somewhere to store it, and it's safe from nuclear fallout, nuclear exchange.